Good morning, it's Liz. How are you? Today I'm going to talk about something that is very close to my experience. It's very real and alive for me. This topic of why it's so hard to be visible and why I personally have been hiding out for a long time and why it's still challenging to be visible. And it's a topic that, like fear, I really like leaning into because it's so alive for me. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Liz Gutierrez, and I'm a psychiatrist that helps people live an authentic life in harmony with themselves and the earth. And this topic of visibility is, I think, an important one for us just to kind of talk about. Why is it so hard to be visible? Because, as humans, we have such this primal need to belong and to be accepted by the group. It's part of that mammalian, reptilian brain again, where survival is so key. So it's easier for us to conform and stay with the group, sort of like the lemmings. It's easier for us to just all stay together and we'll all go over the cliff together, but we're all together. When we decide that we want to be more visible and actually stand out or say our truth, it can feel very, very vulnerable and threatening because you're opening yourself up to standing out, to what other people have to say, their reactions, their responses, their judgments, and that is very threatening to our sense of survival and security. And what I want to reframe this conversation around visibility is that, how can we make the process of sharing ourselves less threatening for everyone? How can we create an environment where showing up as yourself and sharing your truth is not going to feel like a loss of security or banishment from the group? Because it's not about whether you agree with me or disagree with me. It's just about us all having the freedom and safety to share our truth. Obviously, if you agree or, you leave me nice comments, that's easier on my ego, but it's besides the point of where we all have different experiences and opinions and perspectives on life. Like, that's what makes life so rich and diverse, is because we're all different and we're not meant to see the world in the same way. We're all meant to contribute something different to the tapestry of life. So how can we give ourselves the courage to do that, and also watch how we receive other people sharing their perspectives? And how can we learn to be more loving and respectful and kind with ourselves and each other, especially as we're moving into campaign season and there's so much going on in the world, and everyone's individual experience of everything that's happening in the world and what their truth is valid. And, when we share ourselves, it creates opportunity and space for others to share themselves. And it's really, I'm learning in real time that the more I share myself with life, with no expectation, the more life shares itself with me. And that's how life can grow and evolve is if we all feel free and safe to share ourselves. And when we hold back, when we're afraid of being visible, we hide out. And I say that because I totally was terrified of being more visible and sharing myself. And it's still not easy, but I find that it's what brings life alive, not just for me, but for all of life. Like if we all come alive and share ourselves, that's what's going to revitalize the diversity of our planet and our experience. So that's just what I wanted to pop in and share. And let me know if you have your own fears around visibility and sharing yourself, and what would you want to share more of yourself? How would that look? And always, I'd love to hear from you, and know that we're all in this together. The more we share ourselves with one another, the more we can care for each other. If we really, truly show our vulnerabilities and share our challenges, then we can also learn how to take care of one another better, how to receive each other's vulnerabilities, because sometimes we don't even know our blind spots until we share ourselves and we're reminded of how we impact each other. And that's also one of the lessons that sharing yourself gives you, is that you learn that we all impact each other in small and large ways, and we can choose if we want to impact each other in kind and loving and inspiring ways. And I hope that we continue to do that. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you tomorrow.